What's up, guys? Welcome back to the haunt vlog series. If you paid attention on my page, this is coming up going to be my last week at the other haunt that I've been working at the past couple months to work full-time here at Malice. This is our new location. This is the entrance of 1777 Nix Road in Lewisburg, Tennessee. Turn around here. This is our stretch down to our tee-off road. We are actually at a dead end. What kind of planning is that? A haunt at a dead-end road. Anyways, you can see this from about 6 feet up here. You can see all the way down there at the other road. So we're going to have some sort of a large sign, grand entrance archway that you're going to go under. And the advertising potential where we're at is huge. We're not even half a mile away from one of the only drive-in theaters in the area. So we're going to work some deals out with them. When you come into our gates, this is the first thing you see. We've got 17 acres here. This is the first complete rock pad that we have. That's all solid rock, that's not gravel. The reason we were able to get this land is because it was cheap. The reason it was cheap, no perk sites. This land you could not build a house on. So this pad here is going to be parking lot B or exit path B. We're not 100% sure how we're doing all the parking just yet, but the larger half of the property is over here. This is all pretty dense woods. I'd say about 10 acres, maybe 9 acres is all wooded, and the rest is mixed between the open lots and the rock pads. I'll do a overshot somewhere in here of the property and how far we are from the town, and just sort of show you the layout. We're in the midst of having power poles run out here, so we're going to have dedicated power. And I'll post a couple pictures up of what the property looked like beforehand. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to have time to do a video shoot when we first got the place with my other job and all that right after Transworld, which was unfortunate, but it's pretty close to what it is now. This is one of the trails that was here, which goes into an area and opens up pretty big. I'm not going to do too much in the woods yet because we don't have any paths, which is what we're going to be working on a little bit today, is planning those out. But I'm definitely going to be doing, I'm going to try to do weekly vlogs here as to how we go, because this is what a lot of us dream of, finally moving out of our backyards into a larger parcel. And by now you all know the Evil Olive way of trying to get things done as cheap and efficient as possible. So this here was the pad that had all that trash on it. We filled up a 40-yard dumpster completely full, and then we burned everything else that we had, which was still quite a sizable pile. We got 2 of our trailers out here. The one on the left is the trailer from our old haunt that's got shelving in it and all of our props and electronics, all that sort of stuff. The trailer on the right we picked up, and that's going to be our costume trailer, dressing rooms, makeup room. I got plans to have lighting in both. There's going to be ventilation in both. That's going to sort of section off a little actor area from the where the customers will be when they get here. There's another little road right there that kind of loops around and through. We're going to integrate a lot of ideas that I had talked about at the old location, but didn't have the room to do here. That being, going to have like a grid system of paths, so we're able to get a decent-sized trailer into the very back scenes of the haunt all throughout the year. We'll be able to switch our paths up, change the entire orientation, the direction the haunt goes year to year. So we not necessarily have to change the entire scenes, but change the order in which you get to them, which should make changing things up from year to year much easier. So if you guys stick with the channel, there's going to be a lot of cool ideas I got. You'll get some access to. Here's our skid steer that we bought, our little Bobcat. If you guys pay attention, you'll also notice and hang out all the time I post about my vinyl business. So I do vinyl decals. So if you want to help support me and Evil Olive in keeping these videos coming, get me some side business on the side, doing some vinyl decals, bumper stickers, license plates, yard signs, all that good stuff. So this is the lot we just crossed. We were originally thinking of having as a parking lot, but once you start figuring about having some cars nosed in that way against that little ridge there and trying to have another double row, that's going to get small quick. So we're thinking of having this as a drop-off area and then having cars park in a field that's we haven't got to yet, which will be over here. Also, if you probably heard me mention before, on Halloween we open up for free for kids to come through, just as a little give back to the community. I'm a full supporter in doing all that you can for the community you're in, because not everyone accepts haunted houses, and especially in rural Tennessee, sometimes they get bad reputations. So if you, wherever you are, if you give back a little bit, it's only going to help you out in the future. So I got a couple other things planned that'll eventually turn into a multi-seasonal attraction here. This is the back part of the property, or I should say the left side of the property. I think it's east. That's our fence line there. Believe it or not, every property that we had looked at before, or even that me and my parents were looking for some other property, we've always found at least one boat on the property, and sure enough, this one has 3 boats on the property. So there will definitely be some sort of a scene involving boats, because if you have 3 of them, why not, right? Now, one of these paths over here does loop back around to that first parking area we saw by the entrance. So having drive-through, having cars exit where people are not walking is one of the important things to us, so that we don't have any accidents. So it'll be easy to route the customers away while traffic's still coming in, make it safe for everyone. Also, probably not for this year, but next year for sure, the fronts of those trailers are going to have a facade. We're not sure what yet, but we're definitely going to use that as some sort of a grand entrance. You can see some of this rock just busts up, which is good, because on these ridges here, we've just been chipping up the gravel. That's what we've been using to fill in our low spots, and we'll be using around the entrance path here, but we're going to keep doing what we were doing before with the wood chips, because those work really good. This area here is going to be our entrance. We're going to build a house facade here on the right. There will be an archway of sorts. We'll walk underneath, and there's a couple other things we're not sure how far we're going to get this year. I don't want to give away too much, but we are going to have a midway attraction type setting here as line entertainment. Our ticket bus is going to go diagonal here, but from this hill to the back of the tractor, and that spot in the middle will be our actor area. Have a small little office area where our main power is coming in the middle over there. You can kind of see here we've got a ramp up between the 2 trailers, so they'll be connected, so during the season we'll have plenty of room for people to get ready, and we actually got a couple sets of lockers for some of our volunteers to keep their stuff. This is going to be the waiting area, the line area, so we'll have a couple things going on in here that I'll show a little more as we get going. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and disappoint anyone, but we got a lot of room here. And right there, the other side of that tree is going to be where our entrance is for the actual haunt. So as you can see, we got our work cut out for us here. Just this quick tour has taken about almost 10 minutes of walking. So we definitely got room to grow. Everyone's getting excited. After next week, there'll be a lot more going on here rather consistently. We got a lot of new volunteers from last year that are gung-ho on helping and getting their own scenes built and bringing their own personal touch to the Malice name. So we love it when we have people as dedicated and motivated as ourselves. But for now, that's it. I'm hoping I can get this video up this weekend, first weekend in June. If not, I'll get it up next week at some point in my free time. But like I said, all that's going to change. I appreciate all the feedback I've been getting and the support. So we got some new stuff in store. There's going to be some exciting things going on here. And Glad y'all decided to stick with us, so let's see what we can make, huh? We'll see y'all soon.